bet you like what you feel. Step on a deck and give it a whirl. Hello and welcome to my world. Well, it's lunchtime and we're waiting in line with Drew Bow, number 5. That ain't too bad. We're doing 70 miles per hour down the lake. We're driving like we're an hour late. Just hold on tight, buddy, keep it straight. Well, we get to the spot and we shut her down. We fire up a hummingbird to see what's around. Scanning instructions, start to break it down. That's the life of a fisherman you wouldn't understand. Something you can't feel on dry land. You gotta get your arms way up in the cage and set the hook on a largemouth bass, and then you'll understand. You gotta get your hands on a Shimano reel and a G-Loomis right. I bet you like what you feel. Step on the deck, give it a whirl. Hello and welcome to my world. It's 11 o'clock, we got 5 in a box. We're big motored up, we got one more spot that we could try. Getting close to the end and the model light. Here, get the net, turn around and see tears in his eyes. Gotta be back to the ramp by 3. Weigh him in, set him free so we can catch him again. That's the life of a fisherman you wouldn't understand. Something you can't feel on dry land. Arms way up in a cage, set the hook on spotted bass, and then you'll understand. Gotta get your hands on a Shimano reel and a G-Loomis right. I bet you like what you feel. Step on the deck, give it a whirl. Hello, welcome to my world. Baits in the morning, waiting on one to swirl. Pitching jigs underneath a tree branch, ain't nothing better in this world. Pick up a 1.5 and give it a hurl. Hello, welcome to my world. Yeah, welcome to my off. All right, everybody, let me know if you guys can hear us out there. It might be a little low. Let's crank this up just a her.
Her, he said.
Let me know if you guys can hear us out there. I think you can very well. I'd appreciate it. I see you guys out there. A couple people on YouTube already. Josh is pulling up Facebook stuff. Hopefully get you guys going on. Guys, we haven't done a very good job, to be honest with you, promoting this show. I actually forgot about it, to be honest with you. I've been so daggone busy. Working on a master's degree. Josh is busy. A lot of different stuff is going on. But we are back at it, and I apologize for half my head being cut off here. It's just, we just kind of threw it together. Hold up. Let's fix this.
Push up.
Hey,
your head's back.
Yep. Let us know out there if you guys can hear us. Appreciate it. That way we can get started.
Stephen Chase is online. What's up, Stephen?
Bud?
How you doing, man? Hey, is he supposed to be driving Sacramento or something?
Yeah, he's on his way to L.A. or something.
L.A. or somewhere else. Hey, you guys noticed, too, look. Respirator fit testing month.
Nice.
Sucks.
Dude, I don't know if you guys follow Steven or Justin Moore on Instagram, but that picture that Justin or that Steven parked his truck there underneath the two fire engines with the big American flag at the White House. Nonetheless, was an amazing shot, dude. Congratulations on that. You've been a place that I've never been, and that's the wow. I guess we can hear our own self. So, again, guys, it is getting close to the time where people are going to start looking at baits for summertime. But above and beyond that, Josh has got the hat pulled up that we just ordered. We ordered, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I thought I was going to order way more hats than I was going to, but that's a flex fit too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, ours isn't flex fit. But anyway, I'm going to pull this up and let you guys see it here real quick. This is similar to the hat we're getting, except it's not going to be flex fit. It's just a trucker cap. Let's pull it over here real quick.
Hold on.
Good?
Yep.
All right, so this is the hat. We just ordered limited quantity, guys, 10 of them. Cost of them are going to be $20 a piece. I know we had several people of them. I'll show you the stickers we got in just a second. We're going to give these stickers away, guys. If you buy a hat, we'll give you 4 or 5 of the stickers. Stick around. They're actually really pretty cool. I'm going to show you how to apply them here in just a minute. So you actually apply them correctly because, the way they're made is kind of a little different than most. But these are the hats going to say on another line, just like on my hat. You'll see in just a second. And on the side, it's going to have our slogan, lean on them. So
right
you guys
here.
can check it out. So you're right on the right-hand side there. And again, this is a flex fit. Ours is going to be a snapback trucker. This is graphite and graphite on the back. Ours is graphite on the front and black on the back. So it's black and gray, white on another line on the front, lean on them on the side. So if you guys are interested in that, it's first come, first serve. The first 10 gets them, and they are $20 a piece. Steven, if you're out there, I got one on your way as soon as we get there, as soon as we get everything going on. So we'll get you one out there and some stickers, man. If you guys are interested in some of these bad boys right here, these are on another line decals, fresh off the press. You actually can't see this right here. It looks like you can see through it because it's got green there. It's just a logo there. And again, if you guys want one of these, if you're local, let us know. We'll give you 4 or 5 of them, whatever you can handle. Advertisement for us, obviously. We had a slew of these things made. We talked about it on the last show. The way these things are made, they are a printed die-cut vinyl. So the best thing to do is take a credit card or a squeegee if you have one and squeegee over the top of it, and that will get the sticker stuck to the transfer tape. Once you pull it off of the transfer tape, it sticks to the transfer tape. You pull the backing off, just like this right here. You can see, stick the sticker on whatever you want to stick it on, and then peel the transfer tape off. The transfer tape doesn't set on there. Just peel it off. It'll peel right off. I saw a truck driving the other day with a big, giant G Loomis sticker in the back of their window, and he still had transfer tape on the window of it.
It's protecting it.
Yeah, I guess.
Laminated.
He put a laminating on it, yeah. But anyway, we
forgot to trim it.
We have 50 of these right now. We told you we ordered a ton. We got like 10,000 of them on the way. We bought a slew of them. But again, the hats that you guys wanted, they're on their way. $10, actually $20 a piece. We only got 10 of them, and guys, that's me losing $4 on the whole deal.
Yep.
So we're just going to get them out there. If you guys want one, let us know. First come, first serve. But we talked to you guys last week or 2 weeks ago about what we're going to do this week. We're going to have Jim from Filthy Angler on. Guys, I dropped the ball. I'm not going to lie to you. Josh will tell you. I've been working on this master's degree for, I guess it's been going on about 3 months now, 4 months now probably. Summertime classes I thought were going to be easy. Turns out they are far from it. I literally woke up this morning and worked from 6:30 in the morning until noon on one assignment, and I have 5 more due before Friday. So, as you can imagine, it takes up a lot of my time. So, Jim, if you're out there watching, I apologize, brother. We'll get you on. If you guys don't know about Filthy Anglers, it's a great line of clothing. They also have some sunglasses and stuff. I want to get you guys to work on there or to take a look at it because I know you'll like it. One of the deals, I used to like 5x3. I thought they had some really awesome clothing, but the guy that runs that thing turns out to be not so nice of a guy. He's been running people down. He's like this guy on, so I think Jim has the market wrapped up on nice fishing clothing. So we showed it to you guys last week. But Josh actually went to Chautauqua. So let's hear about that trip.
So head up to Lake Chautauqua, not this past weekend, the weekend before. I'll tell you what, I was never been there before, so I was kind of shocked on, one, where it was at. I was expecting it to be, around here, if you go north, you go flat, right? I mean, you get up there. But it was really wooded, really hilly. Similar to I would consider it really similar to the Lake Vesuvius area. kind of up and down hills. But I was shocked. One is the lake is super shallow. Like you could be, the docks are 50, 60 foot, sometimes 150 foot off the bank just to get in like 3 foot of water.
Wow.
The second thing is my goodness, dude, I'm talking clear. Like 15 foot of water, I'm looking through a swimming pool. I mean, I've never seen, like, I've been around clear water, but that is like stupid clear. I actually had to look it up because I was wondering. I guess it's artesian, well fed, so obviously it's going to be clear. There is a creek down at the bottom. We did go from one top of the lake to the other bottom of the lake fishing. Down at the bottom, it was really murky. I'm going to say murky, which was like 2 foot of visibility compared to what we were fishing. Fishing some docks. Most of that's all we fished was docks. We didn't turn a smallmouth. Water temperature was like 50, and we woke up that morning, Saturday morning, and froze to death. 41 degrees when we launched the boat. Misting rain, cloudy. It was just absolutely freezing out. The weather guy lied. He said 65 that day, 63 or something like that. Nah, it didn't get there. But we had a good time. We caught some fish, and I'll try to post a few pictures here of the ones we caught. I should have took a picture of how clear this water was, and you could probably see it in the background. But it was more of a dock fishing. We fished for our primary targets was largemouth. We caught, I think, like maybe 3 smallmouths all we caught up there.
Wow, that's crazy. That place is supposed to be hammer time for smallmouth.
Yeah, and then I'll tell you this though, man, is the daggone perch would absolutely, they're like bluegill.
Oh, yeah.
It'd just like tat, 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 just shotgun you. But it was pretty cool. I'd like to go back again to the weather's right. I really liked it because just of the area, the little place we stayed at was called the Snow Ridge Motel, I think is what it's called. It's not a motel.
Really?
It's like
nicer than that, or
No.
not so much?
I mean, it's not a bad place. And I don't, like, I'm not knocking it because it was great. And if you go fishing, you have got to stay here. That's what I'm saying is it's 1 room, 2 beds, and a little bathroom, and a table and a TV on the wall. And it'll have a little refrigerator too in the corner.
My kind of place.
Yeah, I mean, like, baseboard heating the walls. I mean, it was a really cool place. There was not a lot of fishermen there that we talked to. Didn't see a whole lot of boats on the water, but I'm telling you guys, Steven's listening while driving, he says.
Hey, Steve. Yeah.
So Jim Jarvis, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Jim?
Jeff Wallace, how you doing?
Hey, Jeff, I was just about to come down to see you there at the river last weekend, and I had like I said, I had a bunch of stuff going on.
It's been crazy for Tyler, man.
Trust me, I'll get down there. We'll talk about some fishing. I want to try out some of that, the old. I usually get the strip down there, so you guys are gonna have to. He says that I should get the ribeye. So
yeah, that's all you got to get. No, you don't get the ribeye.
No, I always get the large New York strip.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know, man.
Man, I'm a ribeye guy. I love
ribeyes too,
Yeah,
but I think the fact that it's like $8 more for a steak usually, just depends. Guys, sorry I'm checking out my phone here all over the time. I'm looking to make sure I'm sharing all to our pages that we want.
He says the ribeye. Yeah, I'm with you, Jeff, man. That's awesome. But Steven, be careful, man. Even though you're driving, I seen you was picking up a co-driver.
Yeah. I'd say driving that far is you're gonna have to.
But back to Chautauqua, guys. I'm telling you, I don't know nothing about the lake. I still don't know nothing about the lake because I just didn't spend enough time up there. They were still putting docks out when we were there. We talked to a guy. There was a guy staying there. He said that he left his boat up there and went up like 12, 15 weekends throughout the spring and summer, and then he would pull his boat back home, which is pretty cool. He had a little Toyota Camry. But I'm telling you, I'll see if I can pull up the Snow Ridge Motel. I don't know why they call it a motel. But
Yeah, so I think Derek Horner, let's see. Somebody on the Angler Experts is up from around Chautauqua there. It may be, but anyway, I'm sure I can find somebody that probably awesome. Snow Ridge Motel.
Yeah,
cool.
But I'm telling you right now, guys, like this is the perfect place. Like it's just that's it right there. It is.
There it is.
That's
So we'll let him pull it up there. But guys,
This is
the
a
topic
Facebook
of tonight's show is going to be our five best baits for summertime fishing and
Jeff wants to buy a hat.
how to tackle those. Yeah, man, we'll get you one. Like I said, there's going to be they're limited quantity. They're 10. I bought 10 of them. One of them's going to Stephen Chase wherever he's going to. Actually, I'm sending it to his house and some stuff. But
Okay.
but one of the things is, they're first come first serve. We're hoping to make many more in the future, and we're just kind of. I put $205 out on the table today to buy 10 hats. So, trying to see how they go before I, drop a load of money on there. But they should be super nice hats. They are going to look on another line. It's going to look just like this hat, except. Thank you.
Thank you. No, I'm good. I got that Pepsi left. Thank you. So this is the best picture I think we can pull up of it. If you go check out their Facebook, as you can see here, like you walk inside these rooms. This is not the door to your room. That's the door to like a little hallway down through there. And it's like I said, it's not a dirty place though, guys. I'm not. I would stay there 100 times again. I'm not saying that. It is awesome. As you pull out of there, you're actually up above Lake Chautauqua, and you're going down through a little town called Mayville, which is like an old town like you would see on like a TV show, just really clean.
Old Town Road. Does
Yeah,
it have an
maybe
Old Town?
Road, yeah.
Does it have an Old Town Road?
Yeah, but it was just like a really nice place. Like it was really, I wasn't expecting that. But as you come down this hill, man, you got this beautiful view of Lake Chautauqua. It's not a huge lake. I mean, it's obviously 17 miles long from end to end, but it's not a massive lake like St. Clair or it's wide. It's probably a mile or two wide in the widest point, and it kind of necks down, and they got some little casinos and stuff on it. But I hope I can find some water. How clear? I've never seen water this clear in my life, and that's what I'm so shocked about. Was like I even told Tyler, I was like, dude, I've never seen water naturally in a big lake like that clear. It's stupid,
Yeah, and dude, fishing this time of year, in that clear water, tough to catch. Seems like
Yeah.
And so this is a perfect segue into what we're going to be talking about today, which is going to be the 5 best baits in our opinion for summertime bass fishing in our area. So one of the things that you're going to see is that our area is going to differ from a lot of you guys, probably because we got people watching from all over the United States and even the world sometimes. So. Take this for what it's worth. This is my opinion. This is Josh's opinion. Hopefully, this will help you out catch some fish.
There we go. Cool. It's got pictures of the room. That's not the room we stayed in, though. That's not in there. Yeah, see? That's what it is, man.
Let's see. So
check this out. Here's exactly what this little room is. You get a little chair. Of course, our TV was up on the wall right here. And 2 little beds. That pretty much explains that room in a T right there. Here's the bathroom right here. This is similar to what ours was, except there's a desk here and the refrigerator on the other side. Clean, like you walked in, it didn't smell dirty, and I don't know. I think it was like $60-$70 a night, something like that, total
Nice.
or something. And so it was, I don't remember, something like.
yeah, that's great, man. So
And we went to a place called Hogan's Hut. They got great breakfast there, man. It's a little gas station, and we stopped, got some gas. People were cool in there, and like it's really weird because. You think of people when you go north, so most of them are jerks. You know what I mean? They treat out-of-towners, especially us, because we sound like a bunch of hilljacks. But they were super, super nice, man. Like, everybody was like, hey, how you doing? You been catching any? Hey, everybody. Even like some of the locals up there. And you had a few Canadian guys, eh? They were pretty cool to talk to. And just a great little trip. I will go back. It's interstate all the way, man. Just Columbus, 71, 271 up to like 80 or something, 80 right into 86 or something like that.
if you're on
right
71, I think you drove right past Buckeye Lake.
We went to
You
Cleveland.
drove to Columbus, and then
Yep, right up to it.
Yeah, so yeah,
Casey, we're from Cold Grove, Ironton area, Ashland. We're on the river. Chuck Lewis, you get the JB's Fish Sauce at jbsfishsauce.com. I'll pull it up here real quick while Tyler's doing that, just to show you the website.
One of the things is I haven't talked to Jim Block about this yet, but we're hoping within the next couple months we'll have our own on another line JB's Fish Sauce blend, which we're pretty excited about. I haven't really ran it by him, but I think you won't have a problem with it. But again, like Josh says, jbsfishsauce.com. I would love to tell you. Actually, you may check and see if it's spring 19 will work. Josh will check it here in just a second. It did work for a while. There is a there was a promo code. Other than that, we don't get many promo codes, man. Like I said, it is a handmade, one batch at a time product. I got a slew of it over here. If you want something that you can actually try, this is probably what I would go with.
100%.
These are the 1 ounce sprays. I like the sprays. My favorite is right here. Actually, this is bait fish. Just keep digging, right? I got literally 100 jars of it over here. This is garlic. This is a 4 ounce spray. These are 1 ounce sprays. The difference between this is I think this is like $7, and you can pick this up for 15, I believe it is. And it's got it's got anise, bait fish, garlic, coffee, and crawfish in it. And this will be enough to potentially last you all summer unless you're actually fishing every day. Wow. All right.
That's still working.
So, all right. So, here you go. OALL 20. On Another Line 20. We'll get you 20% off today. I don't know if it's going to work tomorrow, but right now it's working. So,
Yeah.
OALL.
I'm going to try the other one, too. So, it's spring
19, I think.
Spring 19.
Yep, so spring 19 will get you 20% off also. jbsfishsauce.com. And that's the deal. Let's see if I can bring this up here really quickly.
$4 to ship that. Okay, let me try to.
So let's pull this up for Josh here. What he's looking at here, you can see. Actually, just
I thought I didn't have that on. Oh yeah, I do. How about we just do this?
it still stays there.
Oh, daggone you! All right, hold on.
But jbsfishsauce.com, guys, that's where you get it at. Stuff is awesome. And again, you're not going to regret it buying what you do here. Let's see. We'll pull this up here. This is jbsfishsauce.com. You can see that Josh has two of our favorite there in the deal. You have the 4 ounce mist spray there. And you see that $7.99, that's for one.
Yep.
Or you can get a 5-pack of the 1 ounce mist, one of each scent, for $14.99. But they do have a Black Magic, which is a blend or a mix of all of his scents.
And here's your code here, guys. You see it here, Spring 19. And then the other one is this right here, On Another Line Live 20.
Yeah, OALL 20.
And that gives you 20% off too. So
So
either one of those.
Merry
just,
Christmas.
Make sure you use them. Yeah.
So On Another Line Live, OALL 20 will get you 20% off. So if you're out there on YouTube land, we don't give many updates on YouTube. So anyway, first and foremost, update on a lot of things in my life. One of those is my truck. Just got my truck back today. It's not totally fixed.
Not all the way.
But it's baby steps. The baby steps. At least I got it and I can drive it. It may crash and burn tomorrow, but right now it's working out all right. It still needs the EGR cooler replaced. But working with the dealership, hopefully get that fixed here within the coming weeks. Those of you guys that are out there on YouTube and you're disappointed on the amount of videos that I've been churning out, that's why. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a crazy. I bought the truck in October of last year. I've been able to put 2,000 miles on it since then. It's set in a dealership or in my driveway for about 4 months of the 7 that I've had it.
And I'm currently boatless.
Yeah, so
It's just kind of. It's hard. I'm still heartbroken over this, man. But
speaking of being boatless, Casey texted me some fish that he caught out of your boat.
I tell you, dude, it's the fish magnet. I knew I should have got rid of it. But what he's saying is the guy Casey is the guy we purchased my boat off me. Great guy, he come down and text Tyler, and he's trying to figure a few things out. But I think he's got everything going on it now. Tyler, obviously he's newer to the industry, and using a hydraulic jack plate is a learning curve. I don't care what anybody says, it will do it. He said you got 67 in third day or something.
67 miles per hour with full plate.
So cool. So
yeah.
Jeff Falls says Nitro.
Well, Josh has been trying
We're
to look.
trying to buy a boat, and it's just not. Listen, guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. I will not talk bad about anybody unless I have like legitimate reasons, just really. But I've been trying to buy 2 boats on off Chris. Me and Chris has not talked since then. Everything's been crazy. And like I said, I just haven't got with Chris yet. I want to ride a Nitro. I've rode a Nitro now because I went fishing a Nitro. It was 18-footer, but guys, an 18 to 21, I just got to ride better, right?
Yeah.
Chris is going to take me out on a Phoenix, and then I'm going to make a decision. I've been working 2 deals with a guy has a nitro, and then obviously me and Chris has already kind of come to an agreement. But I'm I'm really set on a few things that I want, and I've had awesome people, man, send me, hey man, use this, or buy this. Well, boat after boat, which is awesome, and I appreciate that. The only thing is some of those are not a 4-stroke, and I talked to Tyler about this, and I've talked to other people. Is if I'm buying a boat now, if I'm buying a boat and pay that kind of money, I'm gonna go and buy a 4-stroke and be done with it. So the three things are actually two things I really want is, well, three things: a minimum of 20 foot, 4-stroke pro. I'm on a Merc. I know Aaron's gonna love it when I say that, so I'm gonna go for a Merc, and I'm also going to want the Ultrex 112 with spot lock. So that being said, I had an Altera motherboat, loved the anchor lock. However, the Altera is a lazy man trolling motor. I love it, except for one reason. I could not mount hardly any transducers to it because of where it comes up and goes, and I could not ever mount a 360 to it. I couldn't ever mount a Humming or the Live unit, Panoptix Live. So now that I have but I loved everything else about the boat. The power trim, man, you're going up to get a lure loose, boop, raise right up, go in, get your lure, go back out. That is awesome. But that Tyler's used it too, so he understands too. And Tyler, he understands why, and it's not, the Altera's an awesome trolling motor. But with that being said, I'm still working on boat. The guys, I've never had a salesman not call me back. And that's why I sent Tyler a message the other day. I got this guy's personal cell phone number, and he takes like 3 days to message me back. I've never had that with a salesman in my life.
I don't get it, man. Like, it may be just a simple fact is like that everybody's out looking for a boat right now. I mean, it is Memorial Day weekend, by the way. If you guys didn't get out this year without having any pleasure boaters out, it is over until Labor Day. But Share the Ramp out there, they have just the right. July. They have the right to. No, they'll be there through Labor Day.
Oh yeah, through Labor Day. I thought you were saying
no. But no, like I said, Share the Ramp. They deserve to be there as much as you guys do. And a lot of times, what you're going to see their girlfriend or their boyfriend or whatever backing the truck up, and maybe they've never done it before. So cut them some slack. They would appreciate that. But Josh is looking at it. But while he's talking about this, guys, I was on. I don't know if you guys have been on my YouTube channel for a while now. But if you have, you'll see that I have a video that I posted there a few months ago. Actually, it's been about a year ago about how to clean your boat carpet. Mm-hmm. I talk about how it's doing. It's like blowing up on YouTube. It's got like 20,000 views on it or something. Blowing up for me. But I went there. I've done that, and it's been blowing up. Matter of fact, if you search Google, I'll have Josh do it in just a second. If you search Google for how to clean boat carpet, my ugly mug shows up the very first page, which is crazy. But I had a guy reach out to me. His name's Jonathan Spector. He is an affiliate with the company. I'm pretty sure his company or his family owns the company, Better Boat. We showed you guys last week the stuff that they sent me. This week coming up here, now that I got my truck back, if I can get all my college work done, then I'm going to get out and I'm going to clean my boat up because I haven't been able to wash it since last year when I put it up because I haven't had a truck to pull it out of my boat or out of my garage. But I'm going to wash it. I'm going to use these products. He sent me deck cleaner. He sent me some basic, let's see, it was like leather or vinyl cleaner, and it has a UV protectant on it, as well as Better Boat, the Better Boat Instant Hull Cleaner. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see on my hull because it's black, but I'm going to show you guys a part of this video, and I cleared it by him. Guys, this product is not meant for this. It's not. I called him, or I messaged the guy first, like, look, I know you didn't send this to me to do this, but I've got a stain on my white siding of my house that I purchased 6 years ago that I cannot get rid of. I said, I've been watching your videos and stuff, and it says on there that, if you get it on your boat trailer, to spray it off immediately because it will eat paint off. So it has to have some sort of acid in it. So I messaged him. He's like, man, as long as it's not metal, he said, go for it. He said, let me know how it goes. So I sprayed it on my siding, sat there and waited for about 2 minutes, and literally took a garden hose, and it ran off. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? Anyway, but here's what I want to tell you, and then we'll get into tonight's topic, is that Jonathan reached out to me. He's like, look, dude, here's the thing. We're wanting you to promote this product. You're doing a video for us. We want your true opinion about it. I haven't been able to use it. I think it's going to work awesome because, like I said, guys, I sprayed it on my my vinyl siding, and it absolutely makes it look better than brand new probably. But he said, hey, here's what we'll do for you guys. So if you want to, basically show some love to your supporters and the people that are watching, give them this code. Let me make sure I'm getting this code here correctly for you. Yes, Better Boat 15, and it looks like it's all caps here. Better Boat 15. You have to order from their website. I think it's thebetterboat.com. I'm pretty sure it's called The Better Boat, or you can get it off of Amazon. One of the two. But again, Better Boat 15. That's all one word. That'll give you 15% off anything from their store or their Amazon store. I'm pretty sure it's called thebetterboat.com. Let's make sure here. Yes, type in The Better Boat. The THE Better Boat.
What in the world? Better Boat, Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney's got it. We just had it. Is that on videos or something?
No, I thought.
There it is.
What's up, Better Boat?
Thebetterboat.com, yeah. So here's the website. We showed it to you guys the other day. So there's the Instant Hull Cleaner right below that. They sent me the Instant Hull Cleaner. I have that.
The middle stain remover.
No, I don't have that. I have, Deck Cleaner right
Deck
there.
Cleaner, that's what it was.
And then right there to the right, Leather Cleaner and Conditioner, which is also a UV protectant, and it works on vinyl seats as well. So the deck cleaner is not going to be so much for the fishing industry. I have a pleasure boat that gets destroyed. We're always out on the river with it, sand and stuff, so I'm interested in checking that out. But if you guys are interested in checking this stuff out and you want to try it on your own, Better Boat 15, all one word, and it's in caps in this email, so you might try that, Josh, and see what.
We can do it.
We'll watch it here.
Cleaner. That's one we're.
Yeah, that stuff right
I
there.
wish I'd had this last year.
It worked, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I scrubbed so hard trying to get the.
So, do you have to go all the way through?
Maybe. Let's act like we're checking out. Check out. So, Don Parks asked, you all are fishing upstate New York? No.
No, I have not. I would love to.
I would like to try. I like to go St. Lawrence, right? So discount
All right,
code.
so let's see if discount code here works. Is Better Boat 15. Let's see if that works. If it doesn't, do all caps. Bingo.
Yep, 1530.
15% off.
So yeah.
So yeah,
Cool.
so Better Boat 15 will get you 15% off your purchase at betterboat.com. If you don't care there, if you buy some of that stuff, tell them that On Another Line sent you. We would appreciate it. And look for the video coming soon about what that's happening there. By the way, guys, I'm going to be giving away a year's premium account through Angler. If you guys liked and shared my video 2 weeks ago, you are in the running. It will be going on tomorrow before 9 p.m. I'm going to actually produce a video, share it out there. One person is going to get a year subscription to Angler. But without further ado, today's episode is about catching bass in the summertime, and my favorite baits as well as Josh's for the summertime, and where to find them. So first and foremost, I'm going to start talking about my favorite 5 baits, and we'll let Josh talk about his favorite 5 baits, and then we'll talk about how we find bass in the summertime. So in the summertime, guys, I love to deep crank. Like, I'm talking 15 to 20 feet, maybe 25 to 30 if I can get there. Like, if I have suspend dots and I see them suspended down there, I would love to be able to catch them there. That's one of the things that we're working on as anglers, is becoming a better fisherman deep and learning how to catch those fish, where they're at. Guys, you can fish in the most pretty water that you've ever seen in your life, but if the fish aren't there, you're not going to catch them.
That's right.
It's all about where they're at and when they're going to be there, and if you can make them actually, bite. But they have to be there first. So, deep crankbaits. 5XD, 6XD are my favorite deep crankbaits in the summertime. Guys, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually throw those things in timber, standing timber. Don't throw them in like a bush. Don't throw it up in there in a bush. But like if you're around standing timber, you can get away throwing those things, in and around that standing timber. Josh and I absolutely crushed fish last year in a tournament doing the same thing. 5 and 6XD in a shad pattern or match the hatch, whatever you got going on within that lake. That's number one. A deep crankbait is something I absolutely love. I can never not put a jig on the end of my rod in the summertime, especially if the water gets really hot. The water in this area is heating up faster than I've ever seen it before, well, since I've had graphs anyway. I was out at Grayson and Yatesville 2 weeks ago, and the water was almost 80 degrees already, which is crazy. So it's warming up really quickly. A jig is something that you can fish deep. You can fish it slow. You can actually swim it. That's probably number 2 on my list for summertime fishing. You can pretty much catch fish on a jig any other time. The next are going to be like finesse style baits. One of my favorite things right now to throw is a shaky head. You've heard me say it 100 times, but Jackal Flick Shake and 4.8 and Cola Collar is absolutely murderous on fish. I love it. And the thing about shaky head is that you rig a shaky head, especially if you have a screw lock on there, you can rig it weaveless. You can drag that thing through some brush, timber, or whatever. As long as you're not setting the hook every time you feel something, you're going to drag it right through and you can catch them. I use a really heavy, like half ounce or maybe 3/8 ounce shaky head. I pour my own shaky heads with a 5/0 mustad hook on them, so I like them with a little bigger of a hook. That way I can fish a bigger bait if I want to, but it gives me more of that hook for even a smaller fish. I mean, they're still going to bite. A lot of times the fish will bite either the head or the tail of it. They won't bite it right in the center unless you're throwing a wacky rig. So it just basically increases your odds. We're going to have to plug that camera in. I forgot it. So hold on a second, guys. Right down there, Josh. See, it's way back there. Right there. Go left. Go left. Go right. Up. Yep, that's it, I think. Yep. All right, so give Josh a second to plug my camera in. This happened to us the other day. Again, we kind of just threw this thing together tonight. We actually forgot we were supposed to be live. Back left corner. Yep. Little flap falls down there. But so again, a shaky head with some sort of, even like a, I guess you'd say like a trick worm, zoom trick worm would be awesome. Guys, I think that if you didn't have a 5/0 hook on there like I do, 4/0 hook or something, you could probably get away with throwing like a speed crawl on one of those bad boys. And I have to think that you could just absolutely murder fish on a shaky head or shaky head with a speed crawl or a Jackal chunk crawl or something like that. And, you know, you just absolutely kill them. Anyway, so shaky head. So that's number 3 for me. Did you get it? Well, good thing, because they got my chest right here. You guys, look, check out this sweet shirt Misty bought me. You got down much for it for her, man. I'm gonna have to clean my room.
There we go.
Hey, we got it. All right, so so that's 3 for me. I want to say again. So it depends on where you're at. Summertime, especially. Oh, we're good. We're golden. Ned rig. You can't go without saying Ned rig in the summertime right now. I don't know what it is about them, but fish absolutely love a Ned rig. If you don't know what a Ned rig is, we've showed them several times on our show. It's just basically it almost looks like a
Stupid stick bait.
yeah. I mean, I don't have a head over there. But there's actually some. No, I don't have. They're all downstairs. Anyway, I just poured like 200 of these things. Probably more than that. I probably got. I don't say probably 200, but this is just, this is a small little Cinco. There's some actual baits here made by Z-Man. I'll grab them. I'm going to show you some cool stuff about the Z-Man baits that a lot of people don't know. So here, it's some people call them a turd rig because they're finesse TRD. So here is the bait. Hopefully you guys can see this. You can see this thing is literally 2 3/4 inches long. There's some like stubbly ends here on one end. I always use that towards the head. Maybe I'm wrong by doing that, but that's the way I always go with it.
No, that is the head.
Yeah. So you're just going to run a Ned head through there, guys. The best ones on the planet are at the tackle box right now. They're called Better Neds. You better get there when he gets a fresh batch because they're gone. But this is a Z-Man 10X Tough made with the Last Tech. This is in Canada Crawl, really hot collar in St. Clair and northern stuff. But this is 2 3/4 inches long, but
I'll keep going. I'm always scared.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Right back. Right back.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about this is the tackle box heads, they actually have a better bait keeper. Guys, I love Z-Man baits, but their Ned rig heads.
They break.
They're
I've
just,
had a couple of them break out of the hooks.
The hooks break for one, and 2, the bait keeper break. If you take it out of there 2 or 3 times, it's done. A lot of times a big smallmouth or something will go to the bottom of that thing. You set the hook, and it doesn't move. You'll stretch that thing out 4 or 5 foot, and next thing you know, it smacks up and back to you because the fish has actually let go of it. But so Ned rig is going to be at number 4 for me. And in the hot summertime months, I won't say all, sometimes all day. But I'm a topwater guy. I like throwing a buzz bait. I like throwing a stick bait. I like throwing a frog. Those are my 3 favorite. My favorite frog is a black spro frog. It's amazing. You can pick them up at the tackle box as well. I've caught some of the biggest fish in my life on that, and it seems like the black frog, in my opinion, just gets more bites, and you can throw it in the hot sun at noon or whatever. A lot of times people think topwater is only for, early in the morning or late in the evening. That's just not true. It depends on where you're at. I've got frogfish all day long, especially with that black frog. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe they just can't pick up on exactly what it is, but they'll eat it. Buzz bait, again, walking bait, something like a KVD sexy dog or something. They have a super sexy dog now. This thing is like this long. Like literally, it's like 10 inches long. I'm not sure that I would throw that around here, but I'd love to be able to throw it because I'm sure that if I could catch a fish that big, it would be awesome.
Speaking of water temperature, Justin Sloan said 83.6 on Yatesville Saturday afternoon.
Really? So that's the deal, man. Like
Jeff Wallace asked, have you ever used a Tokyo rig?
I have not, but I know one thing. I'm going to be producing a video about that here in the coming weeks. If you are interested in finding out what a Tokyo rig is right now, search Tokyo rig online, and I guarantee you Fluke Master is the very first one that comes up.
Let's just check
this out real quick.
Let's give Gene Jensen some shout out here. So let's Google Tokyo rig. Third one.
Yeah.
Water to fish is the first 2.
All right, so here it is. Yeah, just search for a Tokyo rig. If you guys never seen this, here it's kind of like a wire that comes off from them. Some of them are weighted, some of them are not. But you can see there, number 3, does a Tokyo rig catch giant bass? And he does a really good deal on a 13-minute video of it. Guys, if you don't follow Gene Jensen, you're doing yourself a disservice. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. He's an even nicer guy. Met him several times. Met him at the retreat. Matter of fact, he and Scott Butcher, his manager / buddy, were the reason my video was out online. Matter of fact, you can actually search, if you search Tyler Waller, I think, on Google. We'll just have him do it here real quick. I'm going to take it off there because you never know what you're going to see.
Yeah. Got to keep it PG.
Yeah. So, yeah, right there. Right here is, if you look there, the first video, it says, My World, the best fishing song I've ever heard by Tyler Waller.
This is not Tyler.
Yeah, so
he does not tumble.
No, if you search hard enough, there's a Tyler Waller that's really good at football in high school, and trust me, I was terrible at football, so it wasn't me either. But yeah, so you can see
Steven
it there.
said throw it down there on Chick, and he said, and Jeff said, Chick would be great, and he also wants to know when we're coming down.
I'm working on it, man. Trying to figure out what's going on. So, that's Gene Jensen, aka Fluke Master, and Scott Butcher Fishing. If you don't if you don't share those guys, or if you don't follow them, it is your own fault. They make some awesome content.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, so those are my top 5 baits in the summertime, guys. Again, number 1 is going to be deep cranking. I love it. 5XD, 6XD, something big, something that's going to chunk and wind on it. But here's the thing, guys. If you throw a giant crankbait like that all day, if you don't have the right gear, you're absolutely going to feel like a Mack truck run over you by the end of the day fishing, if you're fishing a tournament or fun fishing. I guarantee you, if you throw a 6XD on a giant, like really heavy, stiff rod, that thing weighs 4 pounds, you're going to regret it at the end of the day. It will absolutely wear you out. I have a 7-foot, 6-inch, 6-power crankbait rod made by G. Loomis. It's an IMX Pro. It is a 906C, I believe is what it is. Super nice rod and reel. I have a Shimano. Let's see. I got too many rods to keep up with. I have a Corrado K on that in 6 gear ratio. 17 or 15 pound FC Sniper Sunline on that thing, and absolutely the best rod on the planet for that. The handle on it is like this long, literally.
You can whip it, man. It's just like whoosh.
When I got it, I didn't think I was going to like it, but throwing those big crankbaits on it, man, you could throw it all day and never know that you had it. So make sure you have the right gear. By the way, guys, right now the Tackle Box has phenomenal sales on Shimano rod and reels. If you don't go there, you are terribly missing out.
So evidently Kevin Harper is not a Mercury fan.
Well,
He put no Mercury with like 14,000 Ys on there. So Kevin, why? Why do you say not Mercury? I think he's a Yamaha guy. I think.
yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, I've seen some really nice Yamaha stuff.
I don't know, man. Have you ever heard? There is nothing. I don't think. I mean, I don't know what this guy's YouTube channel is, but he starts up one of the Mercury. It's a 200. It's just like I made Tiffany listen to it. And I was like, listen how sexy this sounds. Like it's just got it's just got that that rumble to it, and I love it. But I don't know. I haven't bought a boat yet, so I guess it don't matter. But working on it.
Yeah.
He said Yamaha or E-Tech. So
Man, I got an E-Tech. I don't have the G2s, but
Leanna says Yamaha.
man, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I got a bad taste in my mouth about all brands right now because of my truck, but
Well, your battery charger on your boat too.
yeah. I mean, like, it's
Make that to where you can. I don't understand, guys. Like it's computers, right? One, I understand it's gonna get hot. And they're running water through it. Two, there's soldering joints, and they know like evidently they must think this boat must just ride smooth water everywhere it goes.
Yeah.
It's going to beat and bang around. Like reinforced stuff, like is obviously my boat broke down because of a loose solder joint. That's basically what I've come to when I had the computer problems in my boat. So I know it was a solder problem. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it. Tyler's on the other hand, he can't rebuild them. Is it because I don't know.
yeah. So
Whatever.
That was the issue he was talking about. The only problem that I've had on my knock on wood with my boat is that my ECM, which is back here, we showed it on another show. It's a E-Tech. It's a 2006 250 E-Tech. But the only problem I've had out of it so far, and knock on wood that nothing ever happens like that, but my boat's literally got like only 130 hours on it, and I bought it used, 10 years old, and I've probably put 50 hours of those hours on there since I bought it, so it was like literally not used.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is that, like Josh says, these ECMs are liquid cooled, so you suck some sand and stuff up in there, and eventually it just gets to the point where it can't cool itself down and it burns up.
Right.
And that was the issue with mine. Everything worked fine on my boat. It would run like a scalded cat. It was like 75 mile an hour with me and Josh in it. And then I figured out one day that my battery wasn't charging because we caught some fish out at Yatesville in a Pedro Bass Club tournament, and by the end of the day, I had to switch my batteries over to get the boat started again, which was not a good deal. But since then, guys, we've picked up Odyssey batteries, and I promise you that won't happen again.
No.
Like
I tell guys at work, I'm like, guys, I would never pay $450 for battery, but I think I will. Like again, like if I ever have trouble again, this thing is like, I don't know if you can run it dead. I mean, obviously you can run it dead, but I'm telling you, we've ran a lot of stuff off of it and just to try to drain it and done it. But so Leanne says she loves her show. Had nothing but problems with our Mercuries. Not one issue with the Yamaha. It's a 13. Kevin says when we fish below the dam, we use a Mercury for us to anchor to hold us in place.
guys, if you guys are just now joining us, we got some decals here that we're going to be giving away. If you're local, get a hold of me. We'll send this to you.
If you buy a hat,
we got 10 hats coming if you're interested in getting one of those. If you buy one of those, they're $20 a piece. I'll be showing them by the time we'll have them definitely in 2 weeks. I'll show you one of them. But we'll send you a couple stickers out there. They are sweet, man. Like the camera doesn't do them justice. I can promise you they are super high quality, and they're die cut. So I'll show you here. Hopefully you guys can see that. The actual hole in the hook, the treble hook there, is actually cut out, which is really cool. But, we're going to give these things away. You can have them whenever. If you see me, I'll have, probably 200 or 300 of them with you. I'll give them to you guys. So that's the cool thing about that. So those are my 5 baits for the summertime, guys. Again, deep crankbait, but make sure you throw that on a rig that's going to not wear you out. Again, mine is a 906C IMX Pro with a Corrado K. The reason I throw it on the Corrado K instead of like a DC is the Corrado K holds more line than the DC. And the Corrado K is a phenomenal reel too. It's about $50 cheaper. But the Corrado DC, guys, is phenomenal stuff too. But Corrado K, 15-pound FC. No, actually, I have FC Crank on there. I lied to you. I have FC Crank, which is a crankbait style line through Sunline. And I have that again. It's a 7-foot, 6-inch, 6-power crankbait rod. But when you think about 6-power, don't think about like ocean rod. You think 6-power, like that thing must be this big around, just no bend to it at all, and it's not like that at all. The graphite or the difference of the materials in there are way different. So don't think it's a 6-power like a 906 being like super super heavy, and it's not.
No, it's a great rod, man. It does great.
It's an awesome rod. So those are my 5 baits for the summertime. We'll talk to Josh about his 5 baits, and we'll talk about where to find them.
As like Tyler says, we and Tyler crankbait a lot in the summertime. We actually, like he said, we fished that tournament. I like throwing a big swim bait. Usually, when I say big, it's not big. 3.5 to 4 inch swim bait. That's about all as big as I throw around here. There's a bunch of good swim baits out there. I'm not going to mention any particular ones. Like Tyler said, match the hatch. Match if you're throwing shad. You're throwing up north. I throw one. It's called. It's actually called Smallmouth Magic. It's the collar. It's got like a little purple glitter in it. And basically, guys, up there, the only thing it's mimicking it is perch, right? So, just throw that around here. We throw a shad collar, obviously. My next one, I love throwing a weightless Senko, especially if it's a hot summertime. They'll give it that fall. The slow. I mean, obviously they're active, especially if you're clear water. I'll just pick it up a couple times because they can pick it up anywhere they're at. Tyler already said it, dude. I love a Ned rig. They are the most bait that I've ever had in my life that will catch everything. He already explained what to do. Basically, to make a long story short, they stand up. That helps and that changes it because it looks like something feeding on the bottom. You can pop them, you can rip them, they got weightless hooks. I know a guy who fishes them 150 different ways. He don't even use a Ned rig hook. He uses super glue. So if you get a regular hook, put some super glue on it, you have a weightless, weedless, or Texas rig or whatever Ned rig. He used that. He even throws with a Carolina rig and puts a smaller hook on it. So what that does is you're dragging on the bottom, causing the churn of the water or the noise, but it's up floating off this far at the bottom. So it's just people use it on their own. It's a great bait. I've caught catfish, walleye, smallmouth, perch, rock bass, bluegill, crappie.
I'm sure there's a
I mean, I don't know what all I've caught on this thing. We've caught a ton of fish. Drum. Actually, I caught a muskie on one of them, a little pike or whatever. So I throw them wherever I go. Love them. My next other one will be I like throwing a wacky rig. I use a heavier weight in the wintertime. When it's summertime, I'll throw down to a 16th ounce. And that's just, like I said, I love Senkos or Yum Dingers or whatever are great. They're a great, great bait. And obviously a Ned rig is similar, except floats, different low action.
Yeah, and not to interject there, but if you're looking for a bait like a Ned rig that's not as stretchy, if you don't like the Z-Man stuff, Jackal makes one called the Yammy Fish.
Yep.
It's pretty good, too.
I think there was a couple other ones that have come out with them, too, I can't remember. I seen them the other day that they were trying to do them, but obviously,
what was it? Ned bomb? Wasn't it missile that has the Ned bomb?
Yeah, something like that. But they have really stepped up their game. Actually, I think VRX Fishing has one out now too because I'm on the pro staff on the Rod Glove.
Dennis Akers says Sheepshead. Jeff Wallace says you can catch a bunch of fish. Peanut butter and jelly, watermelon are great. You're right, man. The PB&J is phenomenal. It's
I like singing this song, man. The peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time. Yeah,
New Money. Yeah,
New Money's good. I like the really bright chartreuse. It's actually like lime green and black or something. It's pretty good. But guys, you can't beat an Ned rig. So
and the last one, like Tyler said, a topwater bait, a buzz bait. I like throwing a small, the squeaker.
A little squeak at the
little squeak
tackle box.
You can't go wrong with tackle box spinner baits so go get one. And but my favorite bait to throw is probably like a little topwater. It's probably like a little Zara Spook. I like walking dog with it. Man, I tell you, there is something about topwater fishing that if that don't get you excited, then nothing has ever get you excited about fishing. And I like Tyler's talked about is is the thrill of catching the fish is what keeps you coming back. I tell you what, if you're having a bad day, you go out and you start catching fish, your whole day changes.
True story.
Right? I mean, honestly, you can have a bad day, go out and fish, and just you catch, man, you get that couple flurry of 3, 4, 5 fish, and you're like, man, that was awesome. Like, it makes the whole day worth it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's kind of what it was.
Yeah, I get you.
She likes Robo Worm net.
Yeah.
Super Fluke, yeah.
Larry
Weightless
Slack watching.
fluke,
What's
yeah.
up, Larry? What's up, buddy?
So-
Yeah, so, I mean, that's the thing. So those are our top 5 baits in the summertime. Next thing we're going to talk about is where to find them in the summertime, guys. If the summer water is getting hot, you need to find them deeper as you go. So we'll pull up this little thing here that
Obviously, this picture is a
through
picture
Fisherman Advisor here. This is not ours, by the way.
Yeah.
So pulling it up here. So targeting summer bass, you can see some of the places that are good. Obviously, deep cover. That's where you're going to throw those big crankbaits, 5, 6 XDs. Throwing like a ½ ounce, 3/4 ounce jig down there, something that's weightless or something that's weedless. You could potentially, like Josh said, your swim bait. If you had a big enough edge, you can get it down there. Guys, Kyle and I crushed some fish a month and a half ago down at Cumberland on 6-inch swim baits with ½ ounce heads. Like, we were getting down there, but we were catching them. One of the biggest things is that the sun are kind of like, the fish are kind of like humans. When the water's heating up, they're going to try to get out of that sun as much as possible. In the springtime, they try to get around stuff that's being heated up by that sun, like big rocks and timber and stuff like that. Whereas if it's, shallow cover, they're not going to be around it unless there's a lot of shade around it. Boat docks, boat pillars, lay down trees. Lily pads are a great deal if you want to punch some lily pads. You can catch them on frogs under lily pads. They're trying to ambush stuff. And again, even if there's just a low-hanging tree hanging over the water somewhere that they can get out of there, even just a couple degrees difference in the water temperature, it makes a huge deal for them, and they may be more apt to eat than they would any other time. Rocks, as long as the rocks in sunken timber are below the thermocline, they're going to be there. You're not going to want to, especially for largemouth, you're not going to want to target rocks in the hot summertime because those rocks are going to be extremely hot. They're going to be moving out. You may get them up in there in the morning time when they're not so hot and catching a shad spawn or whatever. One of the coolest pictures I've seen in a really long time. I'll have Josh pick it up here. A buddy of mine, Shay Baker, who is also a content creator. He actually used to work for BASS as a photographer. He shot this video or this photo of a shad spawn with an iPhone camera, and it's really awesome. So I think Angler shared it the other day, or you can probably check on his stuff there if you open up Instagram or. But Shay Baker, we'll see if Josh can pick it up here. But he put it out there. We'll try to get it for you. It's really, really awesome. I mean, the picture quality is phenomenal, and it looks like something you would do for 4 or 5, like it's just SHAYE.
I thought I hit that, but
Oh, look at that. Maybe he's a bigger star than I thought.
let's see here, Angler,
Probably chick.
Instagram.
Yeah, so we'll pull it up here, see if we can find it. But it's an awesome shot. I'm sure we can find it here.
Where?
Yep. Let's see. That might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to pull this picture up and let Josh get it a little bigger here for you. Get rid of all the comments on here, but this is literally a really cool shot. Shad spawn there. I guess it looks like it may be on a dam or something, but you can literally see them, which is crazy. And it was shot with an iPhone. But the dude's got awesome photography equipment. He sees this stuff and shoots a picture. So he says, I think it said, I love that time of year, shad spawn. So that's a pretty awesome photo out there. And again, if you don't follow Shay, go out and do that. It's Shay Baker, SHAYE Baker. So that's cool. So deep ledges, deep drop-offs, something, don't be afraid to fish 20 foot plus, especially for largemouth, smallmouth this time of year. Water's getting up in the upper 80s and into the 90s, and they're going to be moving deep. You may catch them early in the morning and shallow, but I can promise you around noon they're going to be 25, 30 foot a lot of times. This time it's post-spawn in our area. And I think everywhere, even up in like St. Clair and northern stuff, they're starting to spawn now. So here before long, if you want to go out and catch some spawning fish, you're going to have to go way north, Canada even. St. Clair is still on fire right now. I had a lot of people going up there. Chickamauga seems to be pushing them out pretty good. I know Jason Whitting's down there right now. He's been posting a lot of photos of stuff, of some big stuff that are going on. We got Adam Gilmore watching with us. Hey, buddy. Larry DePriest, how you guys doing tonight? Appreciate you guys sticking around. Guys, again, if you guys are just now sticking around or joining us, we have some stickers that we'll give you guys. If you see us out, let us know. We'll give you some of them. We got some hats coming. We got 10 of these hats, sort of like this. They're gray on the front with black on the back.
Speaking of hat, if you're out fishing at Chautauqua, there's a hat like this somewhere. Blew off my head, and I kept telling the guys I said, man, I donated that so the fish would start biting.
Fish gods. Did it work?
Not really. I mean, we caught some fish. I wasn't like turn on crazy, but we went back and looked, and even thinking clear water, but it's the darker. We was out in the middle, and I lost it. That's kind of sad. I got absolute fried on my nugget. I mean, like I'm gonna post this picture on there. I'll delete it back off, but I'm gonna show you this picture that I sent my wife. I was like, I think I got some sun today, and I went in my boat. I have sunscreen on my boat. He didn't have none.
Yeah, guys, it is that time of year. Make sure you're putting some sunscreen on. We done a whole show last year on sunscreen and what it's the UVA, UVB rays, and they're nothing to mess with. It doesn't matter if you think you're a man of men or women of women. Get that sunscreen on. If you like to wear like long clothing and stuff, do that. Sun or skin cancer is nothing to mess with, and being out on the water as many times as we are, as much as we are. You owe it to yourself and to your loved ones to throw some stuff on. Sunscreen's not that expensive. They make some that is really nice. Kyle's actually using some now that I really like. Probably pick some up. It's in a deodorant style stick, so you can just put it on your face and your arms and stuff, and you never have to touch it. Because you know how as well as I do. Here's the deal. The reason I don't use spray sunscreen is, one, the biggest issue is it gets all over my boat. 2, you never know if you're actually getting it on you correctly. And 3, you never know if it's expired. By the way, guys, aerosol, I don't care what they say. Trust me when I say this, aerosol sunscreen will expire. And if you sprayed expired stuff on you, you will regret it. I have been there, learn from my mistakes, buy good stuff, buy it when it's new, use it when it's done, get rid of it. The issue with that is Kyle and I bought it from a place called Ollie's. If you guys have one around, it's kind of like a Big Lots. But I bought some down at the beach. It was like $2 a can at the end of the year. I'm like, yep, I'm buying this because I use it all the time. So I bought like 5 cans, brought it home with us on the drive back. Ended up using it the next year. The very first tournament that was required to use sunscreen was. Kyle and I put sunscreen on religiously that day, this spray aerosol stuff, and we absolutely coated ourselves down trying to not get sunburned. We were trying to be, we were doing proactive things to save our skin from getting burnt. And, man, I am telling you what, it was like we were spraying suntan lotion on us. It was like an accelerant. It's like I took a bath in Crisco and went outside and sat in the boat for 7 or 8 hours. I literally had blisters on my skin before I got back in Kyle's truck to come home. Like, literally, I've only been burnt one other time in my life. Other than that, worse than that. I was down at Myrtle Beach again, actually, and a couple of my buddies were already there. Me and Misty drove down. They had this really nice beach umbrella stuck there in the beach. We were sitting there having a few adult beverages, and in the sun, I was out there for probably 5 hours underneath this umbrella, thinking that I was doing everything in the right, and that was not it, actually. They told me about 5 hours later, like, Tyler, you realize that's not a sunscreen umbrella, right? I was like, there's such a thing? Yeah. Sure enough, there was, but I absolutely got murdered. I went and up to our room and slept for like 17 hours. Like, I had sun poisoning, no doubt. All right, so we're at that time of the show, guys. We're going to show off the pictures that we've
Justin
received.
Sloan says you need to put My World on a disc and send it out. It is available digital download on iTunes.
I just found out it's not on Pandora. I'm ticked. I tried to find it's on Amazon Music, iTunes, Google Play. You can go out there and definitely get it out.
So you can go streaming if you would like. Purchase it.
Yeah, it's there. I'd appreciate it if you would.
99 cents. If you're on Google Play, it's $1.29, right?
Yeah, I don't know
Google
what
Play,
that was
whatever.
up with. That's Google's deal. I wanted it to be 99 cents. But yeah, pretty much anywhere you could buy it. Like, I didn't know Napster was a thing, but Napster apparently still is a thing. But you can buy it on Napster. Definitely on Google Play if you have Android. It's out there on iTunes. I believe it's on Apple Music. Don't quote me on that. But I know it's on iTunes. I know it's on Google Play. And I know it's on Pandora. Or I'm sorry, not Pandora, but Amazon Music. Those three things there, because if you watched, I don't know if you saw it there a couple months ago when I released it, Scott Butcher sent a video to my page. He's like, hey, dude, check this out. I'm sitting here in the office and didn't realize that I could do this. But he's like, hey, Alexa, play My World by Tyler Waller. And next thing you know, you just hear my song playing in the background. And he was like, dude, he's like, like at that point, I was like, holy crap, dude.
That's pretty cool, man. Like,
but yeah, you can definitely go out there and buy it. If you guys have never heard it and you like fishing, you owe it to yourself to check it out and share it with 1,000 of your closest buddies.
What do you think about somebody just now messaging me? It's like, hey, man, you want to go to B-Dubs and eat? You can't see I'm live. Like, I mean, really? That's like, hey, I want you to come. Wink, wink. You know, like, we don't want to feel bad. Come on, really? Anyways.
Yeah, so, yeah, man.
Appreciate the invite.
Justin, I appreciate you listening to it, buddy. It means a lot.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how many I've sold or streamed. I won't know that until next month, about the 13th or so. It's at least 3 months of it's 90 days delayed, as far as I know. And there's some things like there's some like streaming sites and stuff that only do it once a year. So I potentially won't even know how many I've sold or how many people have streamed it for an entire year. But when I know, you guys will know. I'd appreciate it. If you guys want to share that out, by all means do that. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the song that you heard very first coming onto this show was my recent release out on iTunes, Amazon, and the Google Play Store, called My World. You can search Tyler Waller on all that stuff. It'll come up My World. And again, you can stream it for free on Amazon, but you can also check it out on if you want to buy it for 99 cents on iTunes, or $1.20 on Google Play. Again, that's not my deal, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to jack the price up 30 cents on you. And I can almost promise you that I'm not getting any of that money with that extra 30 cents. That's going to Google. Actually, I'll tell you what's happening is probably the money that's coming from there, the extra 30 cents, is what they're going to pay me next year for YouTube, because that's about what I'm going to make, about 30 cents.
30 cents, huh?
But anyway,
yes. Better than their pocket.
True story. But again, guys, I appreciate you guys checking that out. It's been a wild ride. I've had people contact me from way off. Hey, I check out this song. I met some really cool people. It's been a big deal. I got a new one in the works. I'm figuring probably October, November, releasing another one, depending on if I make enough money on this one to actually release it. It cost me about $500 to get in the studio and record it, which is chump change. Anybody that's ever out there recorded something, I got a buddy of mine that's actually that's super good with the stuff, and he is it's super good. But it's actually playing in the background right here, so I'll give you a little listen to it. Gotta get your hands on Ocean Monterey. Energy limits right up at you, like what you feel. Step on the deck, give you the world. Hello and welcome to my world. So again, that's My World. If you want to go check it out, I appreciate it. Thanks for throwing that out there. But all right, so we're going to give you guys, we only gave you guys 20 minutes to throw some stuff up. Next week, we're going to do that differently because, again, guys, like I said, we had a bunch of stuff planned. Steven sent us a guy that we're going to get on. I'm literally had a ton of stuff to do, something I haven't mentioned today. And my dad had a 6-year-old German Shepherd died today. I
thought Zeke was older than
that. He's not very old. But he was running some errands when he came home. Dog was dead, laying there in his living room. Like, literally don't know what happened to him. I really don't know. It's really sad. I went over and helped my dad bury the dog, and it was a big deal. So there's been a lot of stuff going on right now. Me and Josh were talking about within my master's degree and all that stuff going on with Dad's dog, and I went over and helped him bury it. Like, we were trying to push this show off, and I was like, no, we'll just knock it out. We'll get it done.
Yeah.
But that's the reason we're kind of ad-libbing everything today. 2 weeks we're gonna have Jim on for Filthy Anglers. We're also gonna have Steven's buddy who has Grey Goat spinner baits. We're going to be talking about that. He's actually got a Justin Moore. If you guys know Justin Moore, the Singer. He has a 5-pack, I believe, is what Steven was telling me. He's got a 5-pack Justin Moore signature collar spinnerbaits coming out. You can actually buy them at Justin Moore shows, I think, coming out soon. So we're gonna bring him in here in a couple weeks. If you guys want to see somebody on the show, by the way, here in the next couple weeks, we're going to have James Watson on. We definitely have got that going on. Casey Scanlon, the same person that deals with James's stuff, deals with Casey Scanlon, a few other pros. Those guys are definitely in to join us, and we can't wait to see what's going on there. But without further ado, here's this week's viewer submissions.
Well, just see here, guys, we have Larry DePriest. Larry DePriest is one of our buddies. He's been with us from, man, I tell you what, as soon as we started and we fished with Larry in the Pedro Club, great guy. That's a great. Yeah, that's a toad there.
Hey, bud, I don't know. There wouldn't happen to be a boat launch there in that same creek you're in, is there?
Maybe. So
let me talk about this picture really quick. This is Nathaniel Brummett. He just graduated last year before last, I'm pretty sure. Dude's just now getting into fishing again. He's been into fishing for a while. Never really bass fished for a while. He wasn't a student of mine, but he just graduated from Dawson Bryant High School where I teach. And he hit me up he's like, hey man, he's like, I need some help catching some bass. Do you care? I was like, no man. I was like, so he showed up the very last day of school, I believe it was, and I showed him how to tie some knots. I showed him how to tie the San Diego Jam knot. I showed him how to tie a few other knots, uni to uni. I call it the trilene knot or whatever. I guess it's a clinch knot or whatever it is. But I showed him 3 or 4 knots and showed him how to rig a couple baits. And he sent me this photo the other day. That's a pretty good fish. And all that stuff you see on it, that's just algae and stuff from the pond where he was fishing there. Fish was released healthy, and that's a toad, man. Hopefully what we taught you here in the past couple weeks with On Another Line on YouTube, as well as the messages back and forth, help you catch that thing, which I think it did. So congrats, buddy.
Yep. And then here we have Sean Everson.
His wife with him?
Yeah. I think I can pull it up bigger.
There we go.
Get that a little bigger there. You can see him there. Couple nice largies. And then, whoa.
Now you done it.
Exit. Exit. There we go.
All right.
So here's Tyler Shope.
Tyler Shope. That was a big fish winner at Grayson the other day for Pedro. I'm pretty sure.
Is that what that was? I know he had a 5-something, I think is what it was.
Yep.
There it is.
Justin Baldridge in the house. What's up, buddy?
That's the one at Pedro.
This got to be the same fish, right?
No, it's 2 different shirts.
Wow, dude, you're smoking them.
Yeah. So, well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe the same shirt. Or maybe same fish. No? I don't know. Anyways, so either way, nice fish.
Nice fish there, Tyler, both of them.
So here's Austin Atkins, a nice smallmouth.
Austin, man. I could be talking about the wrong guy, but I'm pretty sure he got engaged. I saw, actually, maybe on that trip. Here's another thing, guys. I don't know if he's probably not watching because he's got a lot of stuff going on too. But Mark Hickey and Stephanie Hickey, longtime viewers, They just had a baby there the other day. So if you see this, man, or see them out, congratulate them. They just had a daughter, and so that, as he says, completes their family. They've got the son and a daughter. His son's name's Triton, so you can imagine that he likes to fish.
And he has a Triton boat.
Yeah. So congratulations, buddy. While we're talking about Mark. This is kind of a running joke now, but if you catch this, we have a rod sock for you that you won I don't know, it's been 3 months. It's been 3 months ago.
It's been at least 2 months, minimum 2 months.
Yeah, it's been at least 8
weeks.
Here's
one of the biggest ones I caught up at Chautauqua. That's the hat that I had on. It was lost shortly thereafter.
Dude, that's a chunk. What it weigh?
I
don't even think I saw that picture.
I think I thought I sent them to you. So this one right here, look how dark they are, and I think that's just because of clear water. But yeah, I caught that one, and here's the guy I went with, Don. He caught this one. It was the best one. As you can see, we're freezing. You can't tell, but it's cold. And here you go. And somebody's already busted me out, Kristen. The old sunburn here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So just so you know, look, got my JV's Fish Sauce shirt on. It helped protect everything else except that big nugget. So
are you the Terminator, dude? Look at your eye right there.
Oh yeah, like I'm telling you, my glasses.
Look at there's like a spot on the.
Right here. Yeah. Must have been
I'll
dirty.
Be back.
So that's actually in the little room we stayed in there. So
yeah,
I think that's all the pictures we got. Obviously, we didn't get very many this time.
Yeah, so we put that out 20 minutes, so we're going to do it next week. But so in 2 weeks, you're going to see somebody from somewhere else. We're going to have some people on there, yeah. So thank you guys for sticking around with us tonight. It's been a wild ride, especially for me the past couple of days. And it's hopefully it gets better. I do have my truck back. If you guys are just now joining us, I do have my truck back. Mariah Haberlin out there, I see you. A lot of first-time viewers, it looks
guys,
like.
I'll be
tonight.
out.
Chase
I'm on the way
Sansom,
home.
Scotty
Let me
Kern.
know. Got stickers.
Yeah, we do have some stickers.
So
Got 10 hats coming.
Me and Tyler have them
First
with
come
us all the
first. So,
time, hopefully, till we run out.
yeah,
till
if
we
you
get our next
see
load in.
if you see us out, let us know. I guarantee it. Here's the hat. We'll get it a little bit smaller here. It is not a flex fit. This is the same collar hat that you will. We're getting 10 of them. We'll have 9 of them to sell. We'll give one of them to Stephen Chase. Dude's been phenomenal to us so far. And the hats that we're going to get are similar to this, except it's gray on the front, black back mesh, one size fits all, trucker cap, snapback. They'll be in here probably. They ordered them today. I would say probably by next Thursday or Friday I'll have them. Don't quote me on that because I told them I wasn't in a super hurry for them. But they're $20 a piece, guys. That's like I said, I paid $205 for 10 of them today. So I'm be losing $5 on the deal, but that's okay. I'm gonna be giving them out to you guys. Appreciate you guys sticking around with us. They're awesome hats. Again, I'll show you what this one looks like. It's wore out, but
I hope somebody finds the hat in Chautauqua and calls me. How
Yeah,
sweet
so-
would that be? Look up on our line, be like,
So-
"Hey man, find your hat."
yeah.
How
So
you
on
keep
the
it?
line there,
But-
it's gonna look the same as that.
Yeah.
A big
So-
treble hook and stuff on top of it, but
So I seen Donald Mullins watching here. I want to give him a shout out, man. Obviously, the deals I was working on boats. I haven't heard nothing from either one of them. I'm leaving for St. Clair in 10 days. No. Next week. No, is it next week? I think it's next Wednesday. So like 8 days. I'm leaving for St. Clair. Obviously, Tyler told me I could take his boat, and I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But Donald Mullins was totally cool. He's like, man, come get my boat, take my stuff out of it, take it up there and fish with it. So I want to appreciate him. I think, Tyler and him for, even trusting in me that I would which they know I take care of it. Tyler fish with me enough. He knows,
I know where you live.
and he knows where I live, and we're kind of family. He probably knows I get a hold of me. And obviously Donnie does too, because he's my neighbor. I can see look across the street. But
Yeah.
but no, I appreciate them, and it's a family trip. Tyler's going up here next week or two. The fish also.
I may go up this weekend if I get all my college
Yeah.
stuff done.
So I want to appreciate them, thank them out, appreciate the guys, and but man, it's been a good show. We appreciate you guys hanging around. Sorry we kind of threw it together. Just busy lives, right? Everybody
Yeah.
does busy lives,
Yeah,
so we appreciate it.
sometimes life happens, guys.
Right.
But thank you guys for sticking around. We'll see a few of you guys out there on YouTube and Facebook. If you guys haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, definitely do that. I'm going to be producing a lot more videos. I just got out of school for the entire summer. On Sunday was graduation, so you're going to see a lot more videos. I do have a truck now that I can pull my boat to the lakes and show you guys some of the techniques and stuff that I use.
And we got a funny video coming.
Yeah, we do. So it's coming out. So again, one thing, we had some guys do the On Another Line basically get kids fishing challenge there the other day. We encourage you guys to do that out there as well. It's always cool to get kids fishing. But my name is Tyler Waller. You can find me at On Another Line and pretty much any other thing.
I'm Josh Bryant at Buckeye Fish on Instagram, and then on our line pretty much everything else too. We
Yeah,
just
so if
kinda
you want to
share
get
'em
us
out.
over there. So appreciate you guys joining us. Until then, lean on them.
Take care, guys.
Got a tackle box full of Bass Pro, a couple rods and a flat bottom boat. Hook it up to the truck, got a hot date with a fishing hole. Got a nice chest, well it's empty right now. Grab a 30-pack, fill it up, ice it down. Back the boat down the ramp, ease her out through the no-wake zone. Well, there ain't no better way on a Saturday to drift away from reality. Drown your 9 to 5 like a worm in the water. Hook to a red and white bobber. Kick back, slip a koozie on. Turn the quiet up, turn off your phone. Leave a message at the beep, I'll get back to you another time. Right now, I'm on another line.